Yo!
She sees you falling apart. You see her face, she sells your fate. Your soul belongs to I can't imagine who I'd become if I never had you here from the beginning of my life. And the whispers you thought I would never take too long. Speak to me now, tell me to grow.
92% of households that start the year with Peloton are still active a year later.
92% because of a bike?
Not just bikes. We also make treadmills and rowers.
Oh, let me guess, for elite athletes only, right?
Nope. It doesn't matter if you're an avid exerciser or new to working out. Peloton can help you achieve your fitness goals. 92% stick with it. So can you. Try Peloton bikes, tread or row risk-free with a 30-day home trial. New members only. Not available in remote locations. See additional terms at onepeloton.com/home-trial.
What is going on? I am transgamerlive, and as you see, you can see rules coming up. You know, this is just, you know, I feel like giving back to the community, you know, because the community has given me a lot, you know. So definitely try to give back to the community as much as possible. So yeah, are you ready? I mean, are you ready? What is up? What is... actually, I got a news thing for us to go to. It's this one right here. Let me switch it over. So here's the thing, you know, whenever and we're gonna decorate this scene as we go. We, you know, whenever I first started out streaming, and if one of my mods wants to get in onto the voice chat, they can. And that way we can keep things rolling and stuff like that. But whenever I first got into streaming, where is my phone? I was a phone streamer. I had one of the sorriest phones that was on the market, and I pointed it at the TV, and there we went, you know. My first game wasn't a RPG, it wasn't a fighting game, it wasn't anything really different. It was Kirby, a game that I knew that I could beat within, you know, the first 2 days of streaming it. And if I really wanted to take time or not to take time, I could have beat it in the first day because it's that easy. So yeah, whenever I first started, I was a phone streamer. I mean, you don't have to have a lot of money to get into streaming. You don't have to have money to do hardly anything within the streaming community unless you want to support a stream. Now I have a 3 monitor setup. I have my game monitor, which is right in front of me. I mean, one that I'm looking at right now is my game monitor. Then right over here, I have my second monitor, which usually holds my OBS and that way I could read, because the chat's basically on the right side of the monitor, where I could just glance over and read. The third monitor is over here. I mean, literally, let's pick up the camera, show you a little bit what I'm talking about. Okay, this is my green screen right here. You have a shelf that's up there that has different various items. You have my mic right here. Here's my monitor 1, monitor 2, and then the gaming monitors right here. So, and then also, let's see if I can pull this out just a little bit. I also have 1 tablet, 2 tablet, and then over here, I usually have my phone, but then I have a controller here and controller right there. One for the Wii, one for the Xbox. Got my wheel right here. And then right here is what I control the stream with. That way I'm not over here touching the mouse. Okay? Not everybody is going to not everybody's gonna have or want the same type of I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ATH. I was just showing people around. Not everybody's gonna have the same type. I got this while I was doing schooling, so it's been pieced together. And ATH is another streamer. Right now he's on his Facebook page, but he's another streamer that is really good. I mean,
Meet Joe A,
really
Joe
good.
B, and Joe C.
What's up?
So
3 everyday Joes perfecting their banking with Chase. Joe A is
before
locking
the
his
stream,
with the Chase mobile app. Joe B is cruising toward his new ride with
and I'm gonna tie all of this in.
is helping him budget to go back to school. Tools that help protect
Before my very
support
first scene or stream
Visit Chase
on
Bank
Facebook,
Chase,
I
make more
was
what's yours.
very, let's say it like this. I was petrified. I was petrified to put my face out there. I was petrified because I don't like my voice. I don't like my body. I don't like anything about me. And of course, you know, being back behind a cell phone whenever you're streaming, it kind of soothes that, because you don't have to necessarily listen to yourself, which I don't listen to myself anyway. I may be loud as shit, but I don't listen to myself. In which that, I mean, the only good feedback that I've gotten from being on like where I could hear myself was whenever I tapped into my mic right here. I'll try to show y'all. There's a little 3.5 mic hookup, or a hookup for like wired headphones that I could run from my mic all the way down and around and up to my ears. And it really helps out because it was in real time. So you didn't have that, you know, that saying something and maybe a millisecond later saying hearing yourself, because it would trip yourself up. So yeah, so whenever I did that was the only time that I could hear myself and actually be like, oh, okay, this is cool, you know, this is all right. But before the stream, it's okay to get nervous. It's every time that I get on, I get nervous. I'm not confident by any means necessary. I get on to have fun. And by the way, this is not a master class. I'm not going to tell you to out your people that is sitting there lurking into your streams, because don't. If I come to your stream and you automatically just, hey, Trace Gamer, how are you doing? You know, I am not The Rock. Come on, Dale. Hey, Dale, hop into the voice chat. So, I mean, it's really, it's okay to be nervous. It's just like getting out in front of a crowd. It's okay to be nervous, because that is way different than what oh, you're doing family stuff? Okay. It's okay to be nervous, because you know, even 4 years in, I get nervous. Saying, you know, because I say stupid shit. You know what? I kind of wish that you would join, because you have a lot of experience streaming ATH. You do have a lot of experience. I don't know 4 years enough, but I know that you got a lot. You and Dale, y'all have a lot of experience. But, you know, and I'll say it like this, like, whenever I get on, even 4 years in, I get nervous. I get to the point where I don't like to, you know, okay, what if I say the wrong thing? What if I do the wrong thing? What if, let's say it like this, what if I stand up, my ass crack shows? Okay, that's the point that I'm trying to tell you, is because there's been points in time where if something, there you go, Dale's nervous each and every stream. Right, but the thing is what I'm pointing at is TOS. I mean, terms of service with the ass cracks and stuff like that. It's just like just whenever somebody like a woman, like women streamers, accidentally pops a nipple out. I mean, it's one of those things where it's TOS, and you get nervous that okay, well, I could get my stream shut down today. And you work 4 years for this whole thing. Now, during the stream, you may see me laugh, joke, and complain and talk, and sometimes I get that the monotone, you know, the dry eyes guy type thing, and I'm trying to teach. It's not necessarily me trying to teach, it's me trying to, okay, hey, look, you know, remind myself of what's going on, what I'm doing. You know, it's like, okay, well, we've got to, and I've always been told that the best streams, you talk all the way through. The best streams, you always, that's how I was taught to do streaming. And that's the majority of what I try to do is I talk and I'll just sit there and ramble and ramble and ramble and ramble. And people are like, okay, shut the hell up. You know, and sometimes it's hard. Then sometimes it's like, okay, I'll sit there and I'll be quiet and I'll be doing, you know, the motions and stuff like that, and then it's like, okay, I'm driving people away with my voice, without using my voice, because they see it and they see a boring stream. Of course, it's a hard. It's one of the hardest parts because we're naturally not used to doing this. We're not all, you know, head talk esque people that just sit there and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. You don't look at your chat enough. And I'm not trying to out you, but you don't look at your chat enough. I mean, because I try to keep you talking because I'm chatting with you in your chat, especially whenever I'm not streaming. And you get so fixated on that game that, I mean, literally, you don't look at the chat, and by the time you do, come on, Dell. You look at it at the end whenever you die. That's what you do. By the way, are you joining me with the Kevin Harvick stream tonight? But yeah, you do better. But I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, you just got to look and stuff like look at the chat and talk to the people, catch the comments as they roll in. What game am I playing tonight? I am playing NASCAR Heat 5 on the Xbox. Doing a Kevin Harvick tribute tonight. We're probably going to be doing some Daytona, either that or Talladega. Or I may turn it down to Phoenix or Texas. Less box. Fake news. See, I'm catching these comments and I'm looking at the comments as they come in because, for one, I'm able to see them not only here, but I'm seeing them on my tablets too. If I look over here and look right here, I'm seeing them on my tablets. Uh, Tricky triangle. Okay, we could possibly do something with that. That's Pocono for people who don't know. So yes, talking is a big key. Paying attention to chat is a really big key. And okay, I made a comment earlier about talking about whenever a person is lurking and not saying nothing in your channel or on your stream, you calling them out. Like, okay, Dell, hey, thank you for coming in. Dell hasn't said nothing on the screen. Well, you can't see chat, but I can. Whenever Dale says nothing and he's just lurking there into the chat, I'm not seeing, well, I can pull up and see what, if he's in chat or if he's out of chat with Twitch. With Facebook, it automatically shows. I don't fear you on Rivals Clean. I don't fear you at all, Clean. It's one of those things that I am doing a tribute, and the best way to do it is by the best quality of game. Now, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Basically, whenever you God, Clean, you got me. So basically, whenever you pay attention to chat and actually do everything, like pay attention to chat, chatting all the time, that's the hardest things. Those two things are the hardest. Playing a game, that's the easiest part. Picking the game is a hard part on certain platforms. Like picking a game on Twitch, you want something that's going to be a little bit oversaturated, not much. And whenever I mean a little bit whenever I mean saturation, the whole saturation is basically how many people is watching it. How many people is watching it? How many people's playing it? That right there, those two levels will get you viewers coming in. Oh, and I do remember what I was planning on saying before Clean said something about fearing him in Rivals, which I don't. Calling people out in chat whenever they're not talking is wrong. They want to be left alone. And that's how people will sit there and get no views. Because there was a master series that came out by Tyler Blevins, aka Ninja, that basically said to call people out that are not talking and so on and so forth. And you really don't want to do that. because that's an asshole move. That is an asshole move. I mean, that is. I mean, I can understand the point of them not talking. I can understand you trying to talk, trying to make conversation, but whenever you say, "Hey, Blaine, I know you've been lurking in here, but hey, you know, that's that's an asshole move. You don't want to do that. That will make Clean hop right out of your stream and never come back. Or that will make Dale hop right out of your stream, never come back. ATH, same thing. I mean, I'm calling these people out, but 2 out of the 3, and it should have been 3 out of the 3, are mods for me. And I know for a fact that if I need one of my mods, they have my, they have my stream up. Now let's talk about mods. Clean says Phoenix best track for Harvick. Yeah, but it's not a best track for me. I love to sit there and watch Phoenix, but not necessarily, play Phoenix. That's the whole thing on Phoenix. I want to have something that I can actually win at tonight. But basically, mods makes the stream go seamlessly. Whenever you have a good mod or great mods, your chat, they make it go seamlessly to the point where the streamer doesn't have to do anything but stream. And I know if something goes on in the chat with Clean will clean it up. Same way with Dale. And ATH, I'm modding you. Oh, you got the mod heart. Okay. I've been looking for one of those. I really have. Or a mod love type emote where I can put it on there. But I mean, that's a thing about mods. I mean, they go in, they work their tails off, they do it for free, guys. And that's the reason why if you look at what Nightbot's saying sometimes in my channels, I want I want to pay them, but I want them to get paid from Pally. And that would be so awesome if I could at least, get them a little bit of something. Clean's already got a little bit of something they won. But I mean literally he put $4 in and came home with 20. That was a fresh win for Clean Man. But yeah, I mean, literally, I see, I have Arcade, Dale, I'm fixing a mod ATH, Clean. There's a couple more. I mean, Cervantes helps me a lot. he looks stuff up for me and stuff like that, and he really helps me out because I can run ideas off of him. He can tell me, okay, well, it didn't work for this streamer, and this streamer's just like you, but a little bit, a little bit ahead of you. So it does not work. And I take that into consideration. But then sometimes I'm like, okay, well, what if I go ahead and do it? And then whenever I go ahead and do it, it's like, okay, well, that's the way, we get it done. We get it done. And I love sweet tea. Love sweet tea. But during your stream, you want to have not necessarily confidence. You don't want to necessarily be cocky. You don't want to necessarily be nothing. You want to be yourself. You want to be able to, laugh, carry on, cut up, crack a few jokes at some people that you see, like Dale. Dale knows I can crack a joke at it. Clean the same way, Clean because he can't get on a microphone and talk because he has family members, so he can't. So the running joke is with him, he can't speak English that well, but I know he can. And this is funny because I'll pick on him and say all of this, but then the opposite is that away. So I mean, and Dale being negative all the time, he's negative Nancy. He's he's just that away. So whenever, and used to be super toxic, and he's calm that way down, but he's he's able to do a lot more with it, and he's got it to where he can come around on that negativity and make something positive. Clean man, like I was saying, he doesn't, like the other day, if you watch the stream, he point blank said in chat, you realize y'all gonna quit trying to call me and so in that it wasn't that we was trying to call him. We was trying to get him to hop onto the mic because we know people. We know he's got people there. We want him to stream. So we're trying to press him to stream. And and here's the thing. Clean Man is a wonderful streamer. Sometimes he can sing. Sometimes. I'm waiting for the little faces to come through because Clean Man's got faces. But, I mean, there's sometimes that, it's just one of those things where you go in and you start looking at what you can do to make your stream fun. for me, it's picking on my mods, uh, or embarrassing myself. Okay, there's one clip that's out there that's and I forget. Oh God, this has been almost a year ago. Uh, I came on because I was sad, and I was playing with ATH. I think it was Clean, Dale, and me. I was like, "Hey, everybody! I had an accident right after I said this. No breath whatsoever was taken. Right after I said, ATH, like, in your pants." Oh yeah, it was clipped. It was clipped. It was funny. And I was like, no, 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 no. I wrecked a friend's car today. And basically it just went off of that, and we was playing Fortnite. We was having a good time laughing. He made me forget what my problems was for that day. And he literally said, he literally just gave me, okay, well, you know what? Could have been worse. Now, afterwards, after you stream and have fun and be yourself, you want to, it's called streamer care. Go get you something to eat. Go get you something to drink. Go sit down in a comfortable chair, because let me tell you something. Sometimes these chairs right here, these so-called racing chairs, or the computer chairs of today, sometimes they're not as comfortable as what you think they are. Mine's somewhat comfortable, but mine's rated for 400 pounds, and I'm only 360. Now, I'm telling you that because sometimes it can be a little bit overbearing, especially whenever you are trying to stream for a prolonged amount of time, such as like 8 to 10 to 12 or longer. That it hurts the tailbone. It hurts the tailbone. It hurts everything back. That's the reason why whenever you see me, sometimes I'll be scooted up like this, but then I'll lay the seat back like this, and I look more natural whenever whenever everybody looks at me. They're not seeing me up like this, they're seeing me back like this, and it's a little bit more natural to sit here and play games, or to talk, or to see, to do a lot of different things. Now, I will tell you something else. Streamer care is it's a necessity. It's a necessity. For me, my diabetes needs to be checked. I need to drink water after stream, because whenever I'm sitting here drinking sweet tea right here, and right next to me is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bottles of alcohol. Then in the refrigerator, I have another 3, 4, 5. The fridge. That's including wine too. And I mean, 3 bottles are only wine, so I have a lot of alcohol, which turns into sugar. So each and every time, like the New Year's stream, I checked my blood sugar right after the stream. It was 898. That's the reason why I said, you know what, I can't do the alcohol like this, because I want to keep both of my legs, I want to keep my arms, I want to keep, you know, everything I can, and I want to get to the point where I can, you know, lose weight to where I can actually live my life simpler, a lot easier than what I am right now. And also, it opens up to where I can have surgeries later on in my transition from male to female. So, okay, got the before, the present, and after on streaming. Got some sort of the equipment. I mean, basically, if you're starting off, here's a budget idea. You're starting off with, let's say, an iPhone, or let's say, well, iPhones are terrible to start off with. I will say it like that, because the cameras on them are crap. Really crap. I mean, they're good enough to take pictures, but whenever it rolls across a TV screen, it makes it look like crap. If you're going to do phone streaming, definitely go with a 3 lens camera or a 4 lens camera on your phone. I think it's up to 30 megabytes per pixel. So, I mean, definitely use that, because it's going to be one of those things where if you don't have it square on to the don't have it square onto the TV, it's going to give lines, and that's something that you don't want. Now, going into the equipment like what I'm using, I have a 3 monitor system. I have a TV for my gaming monitor. I have 2 regular monitors. Now, diving into my computer, I build computers. Well, I used to build them for a living, until everything just shot sky high and basically couldn't afford the parts anymore. So, in my computer, it has, well, it was bought at Walmart. I found a HP, I forget what the Pavilion number was. I mean, I could sit here and look it up, but I'm not going. Uh, unless it's like right here, which it's not. Um, so basically, this pavilion came with, uh, it was basically an omen that HP bought and repackaged as a HP gaming system. It had Ryzen 5, I think it's a 3200 CPU. And it had the bare minimum of RAM, which was 8 gigabytes of RAM. And basically that wasn't able to do nothing. So what I did, and it had a 1650 Super graphics card, exclamation point RAM, really clean. But it had a 1650 Super graphics card by Gigabyte in it, and basically that was it. So I made a trip over to Best Buy. I was like, okay, hey, I need RAM for this. So I got a step up on my RAM and got 16 gigabytes, but it was like 2/8. But it was Corsair, and they was rated to run at 3600. I forget the measuring that they do with them. But anyway, it was rated to do all of this other. Well, with the motherboard that HP has, you can't overclock it. You can't sit there and basically just sit here and tell it, okay, well, do it like, because I went into the BIOS system, there was no way of overclocking it. I went to, because I was going to overclock my my graphics card a little bit. What's up, Arcade? What is up? You finally got out of bed. The annoyance was here. I know I'm very annoying. I know that. That's the reason why people come here. Get annoyed, and they're like, I'm annoyed for the day. Well, anyway, friend was just here, dropped mail at the trains. Okay. You're not an annoyance, Cade. But anyway, you you go and you try to, wrong. Arcade made me lose my train of thought. So on my computer, I had all of this, but I'm only able to run it at the motherboard speed because that's how HP sets it up. My next buy is a motherboard, and it's gonna be the MSI B550, maybe the 650 Tomahawk. because it is a AMD. It is a AMD motherboard. Now, how to tell AMD motherboards from uh, regular Intel motherboards? Intel is going to have a 75, a 90, or a 00. Okay, at the end of the number, like the 590 motherboard by MSI, that is or a 70, 70, 75, 90, and a 00. That's going to be your motherboards for your Intels. And basically, an Intel and a AMD cannot mix. So, yeah, he's lurking. He's lurking, Arcade. But, so my next motherboard is going to be on the AMD side, and it's going to be, but with the motherboard, I would have to change out the casing, and also with the casing, I would have to change out the power supply. So those three things I have to buy all at one time. Because none of them, I mean, you can get them to where it comes together, but I want certain things like my power supply. I want an 850 to 1,000 wattage on power supply. On the case, I would love to have a case that on one side you could see what it looks like on the inside, and for it to have a front full of fans, a top full of fans, and you have your back fan. I would love to have one like that. And then, like I was saying, the motherboard, with it being the 550 or 650, that's what I want to get. Now, I would also love to upgrade my CPU, but that's $400 right now that I don't have. So yeah. And I know my mods, what they're fixing to say, well, you bought a stream deck, you bought monitors, you bought jerseys all at the same time, and also you bought a chair. Yes, I did, for my birthday. That's the only time that I've really spent anything on myself, is whenever I had it for my birthday. So, definitely, love my stream deck. Yes, it was $201. But right now, I'm more fixated trying to get a 2009 or better car, to where I can ease my back up and start doing Uber and Lyft. And because I love my job at Amazon, but the thing is that I definitely need a job that not only I can count on, but my job can count on me. Uh, Especially whenever my back is feeling really bad, and because I don't want to go on leave again. That's my whole main thing. So yeah. Uh, so that covers the equipment. Basically, budgeting every. Let's say it like this. And I haven't been doing budgeting lately because myself, I would rather sit there and buy the equipment right offhand than to wait and stuff like that, because I've gotten to a point where I don't like to wait. That's just me. But budgeting helps you out a lot, especially whenever you go and you got something major to buy. For me, that would probably be the CPU. If I can buy the CPU and not spend a whole bunch of money, that would be awesome. But CPU also uh, gets more expensive going up in size. Like the 7 is 400, I want to say 450, $500. Uh, the one that I want is called the AMD Threadripper. The Threadripper, let's say it like this. Is almost 15 grand. That's the reason why. That's the reason why I haven't had it. That's the reason why I haven't gotten it yet. Is because, yeah, that price. That's 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 big right there. And basically, it it makes everything so fast. I saw one in action. I was like, ooh, got to have it before I heard the price. The 9 is, I want to say, 2 grand from what I saw the last time I looked it up. But yes, I would love to upgrade my computer to top specs and be able to go and do iRacing right now and stuff like that and make money. And it's called investing in yourself, and sometimes it can be pretty slow, especially whenever you're trying to build a computer. And yeah, it's just a slow process. Give it time. Stream on phones if you have it. If not, I mean, here's another thing that I've put into my system. It is it's an Elgato product. It's the HD60 Pro. And basically what that is that where people have an HD 60S, or now what they call X model, sitting on their desk with two HDMI plugged in on two different sides, and then you have a USB, I want to say USB-C or micro USB plugged in right there and goes to the computer. This is built into the computer itself. So it basically, let me get the box real quick, guys. Let me get the box. Hold on. Okay, guys. Here is the box. And basically what it is this. This side right here, like right here, this plugs in. This is called a PCIe I-E port. Okay, you stick that in there, and you also put this to the back end of your computer, right above your graphics card, or right below it. It plugs in seamlessly. That way, you can do that way all you have to do is run the HDMI cables down to your computer, let it catch from there, and drive it up. Now, people do say with the HDMIs going down there and you have hardware plugged into your computer, you're running a little bit more CPU. Yes, you are. Where a normal person on the same setup that I would have, and I've tested it out, would run a 7 or an 8. I'm running 10 more percent CPU than what a normal person runs. So if they're running if I'm running a 20, they're running a 10% on CPU. No, you didn't sub. Did you? It hasn't come across yet, Arcade. Oh, with Prime, it takes a little bit. Takes a little bit before I can see it. So yes, that's a thing about that part, and basically what it is, and I'll show you this right here. This is what it looks like on the back. Okay, you have an in and you have an out right there, and then basically you plug your cords that goes to the your systems such as your Xbox and your stuff into the in, and then on the out you go out to whatever TV or monitor that you're using. And by the way, Arcade with the resub Prime for 7 months. All right, Arcade. But anyway, that's basically what you do whenever you get that type to put it into your system. It's virtually plug and play. You plug it in, you put the back into your computer, you plug all your connections back in, turn it on. Setup's virtually easy, and you get to stream high quality. I can stream 10, okay, 1080 for my capture. I can go up to 60 megabits per second, and it's instant. So anything that I use now, there's sometimes where my card sometimes acts up on me. You know, um, it will sit there and be like, okay, well, uh, yeah, let's just do this, and it just really sometimes can crap out. But that's normal with any type of hardware that you would run. That's not a normal hardware for a computer. Uh, Thank you for shouting out, Arcade. I do not have Twitch Guru on this. So thank you for shouting out, Arcade. But let's see. We covered equipment, before, present, and after streaming, budgeting. I mean, yes, that's going to go in with overlays. And, well, yeah, I'll just go ahead and, uh, tell people about overlays. It's, let's go over. Oh, it will let me. All right. This is my overlay. Okay. Basically, I'm using a green screen in back of me. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'll go down to my camera. Let's go to filter, edit filters. Okay. This is basically what is going on. I have a real green screen. This is my green screen back here, in which my chair is leaning up against it so it would move around. Okay, so that's the reason why you would see like a moving motion, is because my chair was back and moving on it. You see what I'm talking about? So that's what I'm saying whenever I say I have a green screen. And as you can see on the top, the thing is still switching. Here's a software. Well, okay. Here's the thing about the difference in between software and real. Software, have it have it really good. You would need you would need to pay a lot of money. Mine, this green cost me $5 for 2 yards, and then I spent $3 on dowel rods and maybe $4 in clips. Because as you can see, and I'll put it down here, this little, actually right here, these are just clips. I'm gonna take this one off. This is what I have. Yep, that's it. It's all just clips and everything else. Hello there.
Hello there.
So basically, that's what happens whenever you see like the green screen and everything else. And see, I can move it up to where it's like that, or move it down just a little bit. That way, y'all can see me a little bit more. So the difference in between this, like if I was, let's go back up to let's put the filter back on it. Okay. Okay, here's the thing. With me having an actual green screen back behind me, I'm not going to flash in and out. The software on that you would get, because I experimented with some software because Serve was like, hey, this is software that I'm going to be using. It's good. Well, okay, let me try it out. And I tried it, and sometimes if the camera didn't pick you up, you would just fade out. And you'd be, doing this whole number and everything else, you would just fade out. That's the reason why I don't use the software. I use actual green screen. It's super easy to make. I mean, and if you didn't want to use the clips on the bottom, you don't have to. You can use glue. You can use if the camera didn't pick you up, then okay, arcade with the jokes, everybody. Arcade with the jokes. Make the backgrounds go super fast and crazy. This is as fast, I think, that I can actually get them to go do. Right now I'm in studio mode, so I'm seeing two of me on the screen right now because I didn't reset my computer. Right? You did make me laugh. But I mean, it's the whole thing about trying to have what is needed to make it look good. So if I go to, let's say, my live screen, let's go to the live screen real quick. Okay, so I go to my live screen. You can see variances of my green screen back behind me because it's always going to show there. And of course, hey, look, I'm reaching. You thought I was going to pull something. But anyway, you look at it, and basically if we was to play a game right now, you would see the game screen. You wouldn't be able to see this lower half to where the green screen would be there. You would be able to see just the game, this whole thing.
Why are you running?
Right here, my pillar, my statistics down here to tell me which ones are who's all on what platforms. Like right now, I have 4 just on Twitch. Okay, I have none on YouTube, none on Facebook, none on Trovo. Okay? And that's the thing about it. That's all the numbers I want. Okay? So, and I gauge my streams with that. So, let's go back to my stream right here. Go back to this. Okay? And say that we want to add something. The overlays that we got right now, say like we want to add different, let's say we want to add a chat box to it. Okay, a chat to it. So we can, I use Streamlabs OBS, aka Slobs. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go to our scenes. We will or not scenes, sources. We will click the little plus, go down to where it says chat box, and we will make the chat from there. Okay, so right here, let's make it, and I'm doing this on another because I can't get it to go. So okay. See how we did it is we got we put the chat box right here. That way people can see. And it's magnified to where everybody can read it. You don't want to have a chat box like this, and I'll show you. I have to transition every time, so please bear with me. So you don't want a chat box like that. First of all, you can't read what everybody's saying. So you want to have a chat box that you can actually read. But you don't want a chat box that is going to be over cumbersome and take away from your stream, such like this. Okay, you don't want to have that. You want to have it the right proportion. You want to have it to, you know, I'd say anywhere like if you're streaming a really a game that is gonna need the majority of it, I would say at least this big. But like for chatting purposes and for questions being asked, you can go this big. I mean, right here, this is okay. Basically, a question rolls in. You can even look at the screen and say, okay, well, I can read it. I can read who it's from and answer it. But like I was saying on the live scene, you can see how big I have my chat on live scene, and basically it's nice. It does what it needs to whenever I'm over and doing like racing, or if I'm doing Fortnite, if I'm doing this, if I'm doing that. I mean, it basically does what it needs. And plus I don't have my computer or my Streamlabs in studio mode all the time. I have my oh, there we go. That's how to get out of studio. Okay. So basically I can go and I can basically switch from like all of these using my uh uh using my stream deck. You don't want to do it in studio mode though, because all you'll do is get transition and stuff like that. So let's go back. We have our chat box right here. My camera is the other way around. Okay, so where my computers and all are over here, and my doors over here, this needs to be flipped. But I mean, we can deal with it right now, and as you can see, plate back here, so we'll cover that up. Not really, but that just shows that I'm human. Love to eat. But yeah, I mean, look at it. We got a chat box up, so we can go and add another source. So you would hit the plus button, and I mean, let's see. We can do a, let's see, a viewer count right here. Viewer count. Let's add a viewer count. Basically, that's what I call statistics. So we can add it down here, and you can see me do it in real time. Well, not necessarily real time, but you can see it being done. So that's basically, besides the pillar, basically that's all that I would be doing with this scene, is basically just doing what needs to be done. Okay, we're doing this to show you how to do it. Let me get a picture up here. So we covered before, after, during, budgeting, overlays, equipment. We're gonna start doing this every other week. It's gonna be presented by my podcast. I want to help out streamers. I want to help out new people that's just beginning, and we want to be able to get y'all involved just as much as what we're involved. If you haven't already, download Canva, Canva. That is going to be your best friend whenever you're making overlays, or whenever you're making different things to promote your stream, your ads, such as the the thing that we did over here to get everybody in. Okay, so let's this thing right here. Okay, I made this to draw everybody in. Of course, I said that we're going to be live on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Trova. Okay, we was going to talk about the equipment overlays budget before, during, and after. And if you have any type of questions, ask them. Please do. I mean, I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to judge anybody because I don't judge. I'd rather help you out and project you in a better way than to have somebody such as there's a streamer that I watch on YouTube, but also streams on Twitch. I'm not going to call him out, but basically he's like, well, if you don't have 6 or plus viewers per the first month, then you just need to go ahead and quit. No. Because let me tell you a little something about me, and I'm gonna close while saying this. And if you have any questions, please type them in the chat. You don't have to use channel points. You don't have to use nothing. Just chat and ask your questions. And I'm gonna have other streamers come in, and we're gonna have a talk. You may see Ali again. You may see Jeff again. You're gonna see Dale. You're gonna see ATH. You'll probably see Clean if he can ever get on camera again. He's the only person that I know that's got a master's degree and never does use a camera. But anyway, if you got any type of questions, please put them in the chat. Okay, I'm going to say this about me. Whenever I first started over on Facebook gaming, I didn't think I was going to get over 10 people. I am over 850 some odd people over, and I call people family because here's the thing. My family disowned me because I came out as being transgender. I'm not going to sit here, I'm not going to judge you. I just want you to learn. I want this to be a pliable learning opportunity. That's all I want. If you need if you need answers away from the stream, I have a Discord. I mean, I really do. And let me get let me get you my Discord. There we go. And by the way, that was being done by Stream Deck. I mean, that's just like I do have an Amazon. Do have links. I mean, that's all being done by Stream Deck. So if you have questions away from the stream, ask me them in Discord. I will set up a page saying streamer or streaming support. If I can't answer it, I will find you answers. My mods can answer, my admins can answer, everybody can answer uh, your question, and if you need help with it, we can get you help. But to tell you, because I would tell you about my channels and stuff, I didn't think that they would get over 10 people on it, because I didn't think that me as a person would be the person that would draw in people, that would have people and have them come in and stuff like that. About 3 years ago, I got basically a year after I started my page, I was able to, well, it wasn't even a year. It was 6 months that took me to get monetized on Facebook. And then it took me 3 years to get my pay, because Facebook did not want to pay me. Facebook locked me out of my accounts and stuff like that. Now, being who I am, I came over and I started Twitch. I started Mexer at that time, and Mexer got bought out by Facebook. Then I started YouTube. I was like, well, people will need, I see people bringing in mods to actually show exactly what they've done and save them that way. That way, later on, they can send people, hey, look, go check out this VOD. And we're able to do, we're able to do that now. So, what has helped me out in the long run is expecting the least but getting the most. I expect the least. I don't expect a lot. I don't expect nobody to give to the channel. I don't expect nothing, because guess what? I mean, if you want to give, go give. You don't want to give, that is your right. And I'm not going to sit here and hold your hand and tell you, hey, give to me. I deserve it. I deserve it. No, that's up to you to decide whether we deserve it or not. I'm here to give back to the community that has supported me from day one. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, now Trova. And hopefully soon, TikTok. But we're trying to get TikTok up and running. Um, we do have a new merch store on the way. And by the way, my TikTok, we're at 2,700. We're trying to get up to 10K. All right. Well, it's been an hour and 43 minutes of me talking. If you have any type of questions, please put them in the Discord. Uh, if I don't make the uh, if I don't make the uh, channel right now, I will make it later on tonight. Please put your questions in there. We will answer them. If you need help setting up the stream decks, I can help you out there. If you want knowledge on different other things, all you have to do is let me know. Thank y'all so much. Let's raid out. Let's see who's live. Hopefully it didn't just okay, so let's see who's live. I will be back on tonight at 7. Okay. And we will be doing a thing with what do you call it? We will be doing a tribute with to Kevin Harvick tonight. I will have Bush beer on tap. So let's go and let's see who's on. Naya's on. Pamela is on. Leva's on. Lashley's on. Dory's on. Lil Bird's on. Hey, let's go. Let's see who else, because she's got 37. Shitty Gaming's on with 18. So hey, let's go let's go to Shitty Gaming. Do I have them on here? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Thought I did. If it's not like right here, and yeah, I basically, if it's not biting me in my face, I would not know. So hey, let's go ahead and let me send y'all over to Shitty Gaming. It's raid. Is it okay? Did I lose them? Nope, right here. SCH IDD YG ING. Let's go. Not a question mark. Let's raid them. Let's show them some love, guys. I will be back on here tonight at 7 o'clock with some NASCAR Heat 5. Better yet, on the donate, Clean Man, if you're going to donate, please donate to my PayPal or my Cash App. It reaches me directly, and I do not have any type of fees that come out because I got cards for them. If you use the stream elements, it will take like a 2% charge out. Thank y'all for coming in. Let's go over there. I will see y'all on the next stream.